How do we deepen our relationship with God, with ourselves, and with the world? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley, and I am the host of our morning meditation group here on the Jesuit campus at Blessed Sacrament in Hollywood. Delighted you are all here with us this morning. I'm a little nervous about following Father Thomas Keating's inspiration yesterday, but something I have been thinking about a lot about lately as a neuropsychologist, especially around interpersonal neuropsychology, is this idea that we are wired to connect. And St. Ignatius took it to even a deeper level. St. Ignatius believed that at the heart of what makes us alive are our relationships to God, to ourselves, and our community. And Ignatius would again and again say, we don't find God out there. This God is a God who we encounter in our very presence. So as I was thinking about Ignatius and I was thinking about interpersonal neuropsychology, I came across something that I like a lot that I think will be nice to begin our inspiration this morning. Comes from a book that I'm very interested in, is this idea of resilience. The book is by Eileen Russell and it's called Restoring Resilience: Discovering Your Client's Capacity for Healing. And in her chapter on recognizing, facilitating, and responding to change, she writes this about new moments and moments of meeting. I invite you to expand your imagination, not only to think of those new moments and moments of meeting with others, but of those new moments and moments of meeting with the divine. Eileen writes this: the enduring mystery that brings us together time and time again in social relationships is that we never quite know what is on the mind of the other person, but that in the best of circumstances, we are curious and willing to forgive a great deal if we sense in the other a curiosity about us. Ignatius believed God was very curious about us. So curious that God loves us without limit. So for our morning practice, as we give the first hour of the day to God in gratitude, I invite you to be curious. Curious about a God who could love us at our very best of self and even at our very worst of self. And allow God, relationships always work two ways, to be curious about us. On that note, let's begin. So for the meditation, I invite you to find a comfortable position. Meditation should be comfortable, it should be relaxing, and most importantly, Father Keating and all the researchers on prayer and meditation say it is most effective when it is effortless. We just simply sit down. So one of the ways we flourish is to unplug. I invite you to turn off all devices. I will set the timer for 20 minutes. I'll ring the bell to get us started, and then I'll ring the bell at the end of 20 minutes. Listen, listen. The sound of this beautiful bell returns us to our true home. As always, we start with a little diaphragmatic breathing, that is breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly, in through the nose, out through the mouth 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time, give it all you got. Inhale and exhale, bringing oxygen to the brain and the body. Continue to breathe on your own. You can lower your eyes or close your eyes, whatever's comfortable. Take the gaze inwards. Engage your sacred word 3 or 4 times. Drop down to the ocean floor and simply enjoy a little deep rest. Please continue. Gently bring your attention back to the room. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and open the eyes. It helps to circle the wrist a little, bring a little energy back into your body. Notice what you see around your beautiful space. Notice what you can hear. Notice any textures on your clothes or in the room. Re-engage. So if you're new to the program, to our morning practice, it's a three-part practice. We're two-thirds of the way finished. The first part is a little inspiration. The next part is the heart of the program, the 20-minute silent meditation. And the last part is a Jesuit Ignatian examine, where St. Ignatius thought it was just so central to our lives in the world to, on a daily basis, take a moment to look over our lives and notice where we might have missed God, or even more importantly, where God came alive for us. Those areas of love, of kindness, of tenderness, of just that experience of unconditional love and beauty. And it helps to cultivate a little bit of an attitude of gratitude. So, I will share with you during the meditation. The monkey mind was swinging from branch to branch a little bit, but I love the words of Maharishi, who came up with transcendental meditation, and I go back to this little thought a lot. He says, whether we dip our toe into a shallow pond or the deep blue ocean, we still get wet. So congratulations, if you stayed put, if you did the 20 minutes, you still reap the benefits. And where I experienced God come alive for me recently, and feel free on your Facebook, just put it in the chat room. And we also try to undo aloneness, build a little community, and it helps to connect if we can be a little vulnerable and put where we might have missed God or where we might have encountered God in our everyday, ordinary lives. So Dorothy Day would always say, the world is saved by beauty. And I went to Trader Joe's the other day, and my friend Annette suggested these flowers her mother liked, peony, I think they're called, peonies. And I will tell you, they were the ugliest flower, I thought, at Trader Joe's. But the miraculous thing is when you put them in water over the last 3 days, they're like spectacularly chartreuse and beautiful. So that was one thing of beauty, was the first thing I saw this morning. And then the other area where I found God come alive is I really love our Surgeon General in California, Dr. Nadine Burke Harris. If you haven't read her book, The Deepest Well, or watched her TED Talk, it's outstanding. She's reimagined the whole world of mental health around trauma. And I was listening to the Goof talk with Gwyneth Paltrow, and she asked her a question about spirituality and her father being a scientist. And she said something that I had no idea. She said her father was an astute scientist because he was Jesuit educated in Jamaica. And the Jesuits taught him the importance of science to pique our curiosity, to invite us to go deeper into the world, and to notice the way God is acting and moving in the world through science. And then she went on to say, which if you're new to the program, uh, we do talk quite a bit about just how great meditation is for everything that ails us. And Nadine Burke said with her, one of the most transformative experiences in her life was she went to stay at Plum Village at the retreat house of Thich Nhat Hanh. And there she learned or deepened her meditation practice and it was completely transformative in her life. And when she mentioned Thich Nhat Hanh, again, one of my heroes, Thich Nhat Hanh will say again and again that when we do this simple, effortless, comfortable practice of mindfulness, we get to experience a miracle in our everyday, ordinary lives. So, thank you for tuning in with me this morning, for building a little community all over the world: San Jose, Chicago, Scotland, Santa Fe. If you don't mind, put where you're from also. That helps me and others connect with you. I'm right here in Hollywood, uh, and I could never experience this little miracle without our beautiful contemplative community. God bless you. Thank you for joining us today. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow.